Hi, welcome to 80 Days of Writing with yours truly, Alexis Marie Chute, author of Expecting Sunshine and ta-da, Above the Star. I'm thrilled to be here. Today is day 23 of 80, so I'm giving myself a little pat on the back. And I just want to talk about endurance for one little second here, because I've begun to recognize fatigue in myself, and I've recognized that desire does not always equal endurance. So desire can help us on this journey to stay motivated and passionate, but the endurance, that's where when the desire falls off and it's easier to sit on the couch and watch Netflix compared to having your butt in the chair and pursuing your passion, that's where endurance and resiliency and a stubbornness to get it done and to follow through and to bring something to life. That's where those things come into being. So when I was growing up, I was much more of a sprinter, I'll say it that way. So short distances, give me a short distance and I can go nice and quick. But definitely writing a book is all about endurance. I think about writing Expecting Sunshine, and that book I wrote in 2011, 2012, and then it was a full 4 or 5 years until that book got published. It got published in April 2017, Expecting Sunshine, A Journey of Grief, Healing, a Pregnancy After Loss. If you want to look it up, that's the full title. But that was a long process. And even with Above the Star, I wrote draft 1 in 2012. And so it's been how many years until it's getting published in 2018? So writing books is like an endurance sport. So my publisher, her name is Brooke Warner, and she said something, I retweeted it the other day. It was so brilliant, and it gave me perspective. So she said something and I'm gonna probably misquote this, but she said something to the effect of, your first book is like your high school education completed. Your second book is your undergrad. Your third book is your master's, and your fourth book is your PhD. That's when it's all the hard work comes together and finally pays off. Now I know some people have one book in them, and that's okay. You don't have to have 4 books plus in you. You don't have to be Stephen King, where it's he wakes up in the morning and first thing comes out of his mouth is a book, every day. But my goal here is to create a writing life, not just to be the author of one book. And so for me, I'm looking ahead. I'm getting excited to book 2 and 3 in the 8th Island Trilogy, which is what I'm writing here during these 80 days. I think I just need to keep in my mind, and maybe this is a word that you can take as well for encouraging you on your journey, but don't give up. Don't let small, what even might seem big setbacks right now, don't let those small and big setbacks deter you from the ultimate goal, because really it's a long game. Yes, sprinting is fun and there's an exhilaration in it, but the endurance, the resiliency, the desire translated into stick 'em with it kind of mentality, that's what we need to cultivate as human beings and everything we do, but as writers, as creative people. So I'm looking at so much of what I do in my work right now as investment, and I'm building the foundation. And so any great work of art or architecture starts with the basic, the foundation, and that has to be strong for everything else that's built upon it to weather the storms, to last the test of time. So I invite you to join with me and to stick with it, even when you're feeling like giving up, or even when you feel like taking a giant pause and hiatus. Stick with it. Today, I'm writing in the afternoon. Usually I'm a morning person, but I was I gotta get some stuff done. And I was dressed in my, hobo clothes, my grubby sweatpants and baggy, disgruntled sweatshirt. Maybe one day I'll actually show you what I really, really like. But I felt I'm gonna be a big girl. I'm gonna put on my clothes. I'm gonna somewhat make my hair look presentable, brushed my teeth, and I'm writing here for you today as a declaration of my commitment to see these 80 days through. Okay, on that note, I am excited to get my hands on the keyboard. Thank you for joining with me on day 23 of 80. Thank you and have a blissful day.